So the battle for NBA supremacy for all of the marbles in the universe is finally here. The Golden State Warriors versus the Toronto Raptors. And you know what that means? That means it's Kawhi Leonard versus Stephen Curry. And it's going to be an amazing final. So today, I'm just going to be giving my prediction, talking about the stars in this matchup. And hopefully you guys enjoy the content. So I want to welcome you to the channel, Dreamerspro. Let's get into it. Today we're going to be focusing on the NBA Finals, which is coming up this week, and I'm really excited about it because I'm a huge basketball fan. And if those of you who don't know, I actually picked the Toronto Raptors about a month or two ago to go to the NBA Finals. If you go back and watch the video that we did on why Kawhi Leonard is the next king of the NBA, you will see that I actually made the pick and I predicted that the Toronto Raptors would go to the finals, and I actually predicted that they would win the finals. So that one is still yet to be determined, but nevertheless, my prediction came true up until this point. But today I want us to focus on the matchup. So today we're focusing on the Golden State Warriors, who are heavily favored to win the finals. You know, they're overwhelming favorites, and they're the only team that was less favored than the Toronto Raptors in this finals was the Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron James. So everybody going into this series knows that Toronto is an underdog, or so you may think. In my opinion, I don't think the Toronto Raptors are the underdog, simply because they have a lot of players that have been there to the finals, just like Golden State does. You know, Kawhi Leonard, Danny Green, Serge Ibaka, all of these players have finals experience, and you have other players that have a lot of playoff experience, such as Marc Gasol. Now, the other thing is that I believe that the Toronto Raptors have the athletes to compete with the Golden State Warriors, because the Toronto Raptors are very long, with players like Siakam, Kawhi, Gasol, Ibaka. These are really long, athletic players that can really cover a lot of ground defensively, and I think that's the part that a lot of people are overlooking. Yes, the Golden State Warriors do have the Splash Brothers, and they're going to create all types of problems, whether Kevin Durant plays or not. You know, these guys are going to be causing issues for for the Toronto Raptors. Although I do think that Toronto will do really good defensively. If you look at their defensive numbers throughout this playoffs, you'll notice that they kept a lot of their teams that they played against under 100 points, which is really extraordinary when you think about how the NBA is just dominated by the three-point shot nowadays, that they were able to actually neutralize a lot of teams. Even the Milwaukee Bucks, who shoot the three ball really well because of how Giannis would attack the defense, collapse the defense, and kick out to an open shooter, they were able to neutralize a lot of that three-point shooting that you saw from the Milwaukee Bucks throughout the playoffs and throughout the regular season, because Toronto is a fantastic defensive team. I also think that they're very good when it comes to execution. They execute really well out of timeouts, and they have a really great leader in Kawhi Leonard, so there's an established pecking order. If Kevin Durant comes back to the Golden State Warriors and adds an element that they didn't have before, because now they have a surefire closer that you can give the ball to and say, hey man, well, give me a bucket, and he'll do it. The only problem is this creates a problem for a pecking order, because when you have Kevin Durant on the floor, you now have to ask yourself, who's going to be our closer? Because now you're going to have Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson and these guys deferring to Kevin Durant, because the truth is Kevin Durant is just the best basketball player on that team. Although I think Kawhi Leonard will be the best basketball player on the floor. So my prediction going into this finals, I believe that it will go at least 6 or 7 games, and I'm picking the Toronto Raptors to shock a lot of people and come out as NBA champions. And Kawhi Leonard, as I said before, will be the finals MVP. If I'm wrong, hey, you know, that's what we all have opinions for. No one is right 100% of the time. This is just my opinion. Now, with that being said, I would like to hear what you think of who you think will win this NBA championship. You know, I just want to hear from you guys. Let me know how you think it's going to play out, who you think is going to be the MVP of the finals. So, and you know, I just really look forward to hearing what you guys think. With that being said, I want to welcome you to the channel. If you haven't already subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, like the video, and I can't wait to hear from you guys. With that being said, this is Charles here. Peace.